Today I'm going to show you how you can use Edpuzzle to effectively flip your teaching and have your students more engaged in class. Welcome to another flipped classroom tutorial. Right, first off, let's go and visit the website edpuzzle.com. Now, Edpuzzle is a very powerful platform to flip your classroom. It not only allows you to use video and add questions to those videos, but flipping your classroom in this way will free you up to spend more time in class discussing the content rather than teaching this content. I have opened up two accounts, both on Edpuzzle. I will use one of the accounts as the teacher and the other as the student, so you might experience both sides. Go ahead and click on Login or Sign Up. And I'm going to choose Teacher. Now I can choose to log in via Google or Edmodo, and I'm going to simply select Google and give it access to my account. I am going to do the same thing on the student side, so log in, and this time I'm going to select Student. Again, I'll give it access to my Google account. You could as well, you could also set up a username or a password. And I'm going to go back to my teacher account. Now this is the interface of Edpuzzle. You will see that there are a couple of different things. On the left hand side we have our different classes, and you can import these from Google Classroom, or you can add a new class, which is what we are going to do now. Add class, flipped classroom channel. Okay. I can now invite students to this class. Now, if you imported your class from Google Classroom, your students will automatically be imported. However, this is not the case, so I'm going to click on Invite Your Students. And I now have the option of giving them this special code. I can also send them this link, and I can send the link via email, Twitter, or Classroom. So let's copy this link. And let's go straight to our student account. This is our student account. As you can see, I'm only a member of test class, and I'm going to click on Join Class. When I do that, I can enter my class code. If I have the link, I can simply paste my link, and I am asked, do you want to join this class flipped classroom channel? Again, you are the teacher. Again, you know your students best. Whichever works is the one you can select. Let's click on Join. And you can now see that I am in the flipped classroom channel. The class code is on the top right, and I have no assignments. I also have no upcoming assignments, and I have no archived assignments. So let's go back to Due Soon, and I'm going to create an assignment. So let's return to our teacher view. In our teacher view, we have a button that says My Content. This is where we are going to create our flipped lessons. So let's go ahead and click on My Content. And then here you see things that we have already previously created, and I'm going to create a new one. So let's click on Create, New Video. If you have a tutorial video already recorded, then you can select Upload Video. I am going to use a video off of YouTube. So I'm going to create, and I'm now presented with lots of public resources. I have the Edpuzzle, and these are flipped lessons already created by other educators, which is a huge time saver. I also have YouTube, which allows me to search YouTube. I have Khan Academy, National Geographic, etc. Now I'm going to stay on YouTube. I'm going to search for a video I've previously recorded. So let's go ahead and search for the New Forms by Flipped Classroom. And here we have our New Forms video, an overview for educators. Now we can preview this, so we can click on play. Okay, this is the video I want, and I'm going to click on Use It. We are now in our lesson editor. Now you can see up here we have 4 options. We can crop our video, add an audio track, we can also add some audio notes, and we can add quiz questions. Now let's start off by cropping the video. Now how would you go about and cropping the video? Very simple. You have a red scroller on the left. This is your starting time. You have a red scroller on the right, and you can crop the video. This is very, very useful when you're using long videos and you want your students to focus or concentrate on 5 minutes, 1 minute, on a very limited part of the video. Let's go ahead to the next step. Audio track. Now I do not want to record an audio track, but if I wanted to, I could simply click on this microphone recording. I could simply click on this icon down below and I will start recording my narration. Let's go to the next one, audio notes. Again, I can select where I want my note added. Let's say I want to add a note at 2 minutes and 7, and then I can click record. This is very powerful when students need to get a little bit more information. So let's just demonstrate that. I'm going to scroll down. This is the part where I talk about image search and insert an image. Now as a teacher, I'm going to add an audio note, so I'm going to allow the use of the microphone. Please ensure that you use non-copyrighted images. There you go, my audio note has now been created. I'm going to continue to the next part, and it is quiz questions. We can now add questions. Let's say that I want to ask a question about the image here. Let's say I want to prompt a question. I'm going to click on the question mark. And I can select an open-ended question, a multiple choice, or I can simply add a comment. Now I'm going to add a multiple choice. What is happening here? An image upload, a multiple choice question. Now this is the correct answer, this is the wrong answer, and that's all I'm going to do for the sake of this demonstration. So let's go ahead and click on save. I like what this looks like, and I can now finish this lesson. So let's click on finish. I can now choose to simply save it, and I can also assign it. So I'm going to assign it to the flipped classroom channel. So select flipped classroom channel. I'm going to prevent skipping. I'm going to allow them to skip, and I'm going to add a due date. So I want this to be finished in a couple of days. Send. This has now been assigned, and I can also have a look at the progress. So I can now see that Flipped Classroom Tutorials has not watched it, so there are no points. Last scene turned in, nothing there. I can also look at the questions, and I can see how many students have successfully answered these questions. Now let's go ahead and have a look at what this looks like from the student's point of view. I see that I have one assignment, the new Google Forms. It is due October 26th. So let's go ahead and click on Start. The video will start playing for me, and I can see that there is one audio note and one question. So I'm going to start playing this video. The option is computer. I can listen to the programming cropped version. I'm going to just our second option turn off this audio. I'm going to fast forward to the audio note so that you can see what this looks like. Insert an image just to it forces. Please ensure that you use non-copyrighted images. Demonstrate how that works. So as you can see, it forces a stop, a pause of the video. Snapshot. It plays the audio note, and then the video continues. Now this is very, very good for you as teachers to give extra input whenever you're using a video. A URL now as we continue forward, we also have a question, so you can see what happens now. It is again going to force now the question a pause. Has been asked, but obviously there is nowhere for our students to. And the question is being asked. Now I can choose to skip this. However, when you as a teacher set prevent skipping, then it is not possible for me to skip this question. Now I think this is what's happening here. I wasn't listening. Let's say it's an image upload. And I can submit this. Edpuzzle is now saving my answer and sending this data back to the teacher. And as you can see, I'm immediately informed that this is read. I can now rewatch the last portion of the video, or I can continue. So I'm going to continue. Answer this question. So what we need to do next is that is it. Now I'm going to pause this video. I'm going to stop watching. I am done. I'm going to go back. And I can now see that I have only watched 10% of the video and I have answered one question. However, I have no points for this. Let's go back to the teacher view. Here, when I refresh my assignments, I can have a look at the progress. At a first glance, you can see 100% completed. Flipped Classroom Tutorials has watched the video 4 minutes ago, but he has not completed it because he's only watched 10%. And you can see he hasn't turned in anything and he has no points. When I look at the questions, I can also see that he has answered this. However, he did not get it correct. So to summarize, Edpuzzle, a very powerful platform to flip your teaching or to simply supplement your teaching with some blended learning. I hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.